Perhaps one of the most affordable solar systems out there right now that's portable is the OKMO SG2000P. It comes with 200-watt panels, and it's an amazing deal. Not cheap, but a very good deal. So let me give you information on the deal, and we're going to check it out when we come back. Alright folks, welcome back. So I've done a review on this 2,000 watt power station before, so we're not going to go too deep in the weeds on what it can do. I've shown it powering things that are pretty high energy. It can do up to 2,000 watts. I believe it has a peak of 5,000 surge. So this is quite a large unit. Now, a common mistake made with this particular generator is people will plug in something that has an intermittent load. In other words, your refrigerator runs till it's cold, and then it turns off. And it may be off for an hour. This is going to shut off because there's no drain. There's nothing going on there. So a suggestion, if you're going to use items similar to that, plug in a light bulb. Do something. Plug something else in there small. Just so there's always a drain, so these always remain active. I believe it's, I want to say 8 minutes or 10 minutes that these shut off after no drain is detected. So that's one thing that I want people to remember about this unit. Now, the reason we're featuring this unit today is because this is a kit. This is a whole pack that comes together. I'm going to show you what's in the pack. But the cool part about this is this truly is a solar generator right here. You have 200-watt solar panels and the power station. When people call these things solar generators, it drives me nuts because they're not. They're just a battery. You have to have something to add into it to make it solar. So I wanted to let you know about it because there is a deal on this right now. Now, normally, a system similar to this, let's say from Blue Eddy or Rock Pals or any other place, would be pretty darn expensive. Jackery, I believe, is well over $2,000. Blue Eddy is well over $2,500, I believe, for the 2,000 watt and the panels and all. So this is a very good deal. However, it is not cheap. And I like to with expensive items, I like to let you know right up front. This is on sale. Normally, I think it's $2,200, $2,300. This is on sale for $1,849. So basically $1,850. You're going to get yourself 2,000 watts power, 200-watt panels. Pretty good deal. I mean, normally this unit is, I believe, what do they run? About $1,300. So for a little bit extra, you're getting 2 panels plus all the gear to connect them and daisy chain them so they'll get together. And I'll show you how that works in a sec too. The other thing that I have about this power station is the display is pretty rudimentary. It's battery. That's it. It shows you how much battery you got left. If you turn this on, it tells you, yep, it's on. You know, or the DC port, yep, it's on. That's about it. Same with the AC. You have to push and hold the AC. But it will tell you that it's on, and it is a pure sine wave inverter. But it doesn't give you all the information on, say, how much battery has been drained, how much battery is left. So I understand for some people that's going to be a deal breaker. For me, I like having 2,000 watts power on tap. You know, if it had no display at all, other than maybe a couple of little lights to show me the battery level, I'd probably be cool with it. Sometimes I think they get a little too carried away with this, like with the touch screens and stuff. Basic display for me is okay. I do like that it has other units have the information, but a basic display for me is pretty okay. So I want to tell you what's in all this, since this is on sale, and I want to show you how the panels will connect together. You have 2 panels that will connect together, and there is a cord that they will give you for that, which is over here. And you want to be using the Anderson power poles. The DC in here can only do about 144 watts. You're going to be pushing 200 with those panels. So you want to use the Anderson power pole that can do well over 200. So this is what you're going to be getting. Okay, this will connect to each solar panel, and this will connect in here like that. But before we get into that too much, and before I show you the panels and get into doing that, I want to give you a little rundown on what's on the front of these things, because there is so much here. There is so much on this to be using that I have to kind of go through it. And I even have a little diagram here because I wanted to make sure you guys remembered it. So let me move this over, zoom in a little bit so we can see the front, and I'll tell you all the different outlets that this has. All right, so we're going to start off right here with your 3 AC outlets. Now, when I tell you that this is a 2,000 watt unit, that doesn't mean you can go 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. You might be able to go 1,500 and 1,500 and get away with it for a little bit, but not long. But basically, it's going to be, up to 1,000 watts completely. And that includes the other ones, too. So if you've got something here that's drawing 1,500 and you're drawing another 500 off all this other stuff, you're going to be right at your limit. And that's common with any of them. So you have 3 of these. They are AC outlets, pure sine wave inverter, 110 volt, 60 hertz, 2,000 watt capacity, 2,220 watt hour battery inside, and a 5,000 watt surge. That means when you turn on a device, okay, and it may surge really, really high and then come back down to 1,500 watts. So let's say I plug in my garage door opener, okay, and my garage door opener surges to 5,600 watts when it starts. But then it settles back down to maybe 800. And that's just one example of what you can use something like this for. You can use this around your house. It's mobile. It's heavy. I'm not going to lie. This thing's heavy. And it's fairly large. But it is mobile. Another nice feature is a lot of this is made up of aluminum alloy. There is a plastic coating on the front. But the body itself is made up of aluminum alloy. So that really is a nice feature too. You don't have to worry about it getting scratched up or broken or whatever. All right, next up we have your DC input here. I'm sorry, it was 117 volts max. Okay, now down here you have your 200 watt Anderson power poles here. That's 200 watt max, so you can do the 2 panels. And there's a little bit of headroom in there if you hit 215 or something. I've seen it hit a little bit higher than that when I get them in the sun perfectly. Next up, your USB plugs there. You have a USB-C, you have, which is a PD 60 watt in, 65 watt out. You have 2 USB-A ports at the bottom here. Okay, 5 volts, 2.4, and a USB-A quick charge at 3. All right, that's 3 amps. So that's a very, very nice 5 watts with 3 amps. It's a very, very nice setup there. More than enough stuff to charge radios, cell phones, whatever you're going to be charging. Tablets to keep the kids busy during a power outage, whatever. Lastly, you have your car outlet down here. Now that is a 12 volt, 10 amp outlet, okay? And you have 2 5.3 millimeter plug 12 volt outlets as well. So you definitely got 10 outlets on here with a ton of stuff that you can run off it at once. When you think about 2,000 watts, you think about powering a refrigerator. You think about powering, say, a crock pot, or when I did the other unit the other day, I used my steam cooker and my the Ninja Foodie, that thing, and that draws a lot of power. That drew about 1,800 watts or 1,200 watts, so it draws a lot of power. But with something like this, you don't have to worry about that. It's ready to go wherever. I really can't think, other than 220 appliances in my house that run on 220 volts, I really can't think of anything in my house that couldn't be powered by this unit. Now, for how long? Let's get into that for a second too, okay? Real quick, they give you some basic info on how long this thing will run. So let's say a mini fridge will run for 34 hours, a microwave at 1,000 watts will run for 90 minutes, toaster oven, 150 minutes, blender will run for 4 hours, an electric grill, if you've ever seen those electric grills, you'll run for about 100 minutes. That's assuming a 900 watt draw. Coffee maker, let me tell you something. For you preppers with coffee makers who think after the collapse you'll just plug it into one of these, your little 300 watt unit, those things draw a ton of power. They're estimating a 550 watt draw. My little one, my little Keurig one, does over 1,200 when it starts and then settles at 8. They're saying 176 minutes. A pressure cooker, like we did before, 100 minutes. A CPAP in the AC outlets here, 34 hours. Refrigerator, 20 hours. That's assuming a 679 kilowatt per year average draw. You can run a blow dryer with this at 2,000 watts, and that's about what they take, some of them, for 66 minutes, and an electric stove for 80 minutes. So that gives you some idea of the power of this unit, and that's why if you have the funds to do it and you don't want to build your own, this is an excellent choice and a good time to get in on the deal that they're having right now. Amazon even has this up there on their site with like a $200 or $350 off coupon, those instant coupons you click. It's still more expensive than $18.49, and that comes with the 2 panels. So all in all, a great deal. Let me back up, show you what we get in the package altogether, and we'll finish up the video. All right, so we'll show you what comes in the box first. You're going to get your adapter like I explained. Let me explain to you how to use that, because this is kind of interesting here. I'm going to unzip this. And here goes your cable, okay? You have a basic cable here that comes off of the unit itself here, okay? that little short one there. And this is your extension. Now the extension gives you 3 different options to do. If you're just using one of these, you can use one of these little plugs, and this will even fit a Jackery. It fits a bunch of different types of generators. This is your plug for your power poles. So what you're going to do is connect this coming from that to this like that, and then this on the end here, we're going to let that drop. On the end here, you're going to connect it to this like this. There you go. And then you're going to take your other panel, plug it in here, and put it into your unit, your power station. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get this piece here. You're going to get your car charger, and we'll go over charging times in a minute. And of course, your wall charger. Now, a word of caution. The wall charger has been a bit of a bone of contention in the prepper community for a while. It does get warm. I'm not going to lie to you. So, when charging this up, make sure you don't have it sitting on some kind of soft plastic or anything that would melt or get damaged. It doesn't get dangerously warm, but it does get warm. I'm not going to lie, that gets warm. So, make sure when you're using it, use some common sense and have it somewhere where it's safe. What I use in my second storeroom, where it's basically my YouTube overflow room where all my other stuff gets stored, is a ceramic tile. I have a little piece of ceramic tile that was left over from our hallway, our entryway, and I've had it forever, and I finally have use for it. So I just stick this on the tile, plug it in, and charge. No problem at all, but it does get warm. It will get, not hot enough where you couldn't pick it up, but it does get warm. So just so you know that. Now the panels, quickly, you have a 100-watt panel. The cell efficiency on them is 23%. Your power voltage will be 18 volts, and your current will be 5.55 amps. Open circuit voltage, 21.7. Short circuit voltage, 6.1 amps. Your USB-A outlet on here, there, is 5 volts to 2.4 amps. And your USB-C outlet on there, you can charge stuff directly from the panel, is 5 volts at 3 amps. Really, really nice unit. And really nice to have the panels. If you only have room for one, let's say you're going camping and you're not going to draw too much on this and you figure, I'll just take one. That's great. But you have the option to take 2, and they're really small and very easy to put together and close up. They literally fold open. You have your little things here that stand open, your little legs on the bottom. They literally just fold open like that. You pull the legs out, they're ready to go. I did demo it in the previous video, so you guys have seen this already. I will leave a link to the video that I did on this so you guys can see it powering stuff. I didn't want to bore you with a full review and then the deal itself. So let's talk about charging times really quick. By connecting 2 of the 100-watt solar panels, the G2000 can be charged more than 90% in 12 hours. Remember, you're charging up a lot of battery here, so you will need to do that. I do not believe it is pass-through, okay? It does not charge. You can't run AC stuff while you're charging. Again, this is a little more of a budget unit. You're not going to get features like that. Okay, your AC adapter will take 11 hours. To be honest with you, when I got this, it was down to about 3 bars. It only took about 6 hours to get full. It's very, very quick. It's a quicker charge. And your car charger will do about 18 hours. Now, again, I always caution people, don't plug this into your car in your garage while it sits overnight and let this charge. It'll kill your battery. If you're driving, by all means, plug it in and top it off. Nothing wrong with that. If you're moving from one campsite to another, if you're maybe going to a bug-out location in an emergency, by all means, plug it in and top it off while you're driving. It can't hurt, but when the car turns off, unplug it. You don't want to kill your car's battery. All right, and using the PD 60 watt, that's a 2-way fast charger. It can be used for input and output. You will get a nice quick charge off that too as well. So you can charge through the PD 60 there. That is kind of handy. So all in all, I think it's a great unit, honestly. I have used this a lot since I got it. I got it a while back, and I have been using this a lot. Just playing around with it, using it in my other room, because basically all my racks kind of cover my plugs, and it's kind of hard to get at them. So when I'm lazy, I just turn it on, click this in here, plug something in, and run it. And maybe once every few months, I'll plug that in and top it off. I've charged it with the solar panels. They are very impressive. They do work very well. Again, if you want to see the draw of what you're taking off your units, let me show you a device that you can buy. You can grab this kilowatt right here, okay? This little device will tell you how much power is coming out of that, okay? And it's big, so of course you don't want to use it all the time. but it's good to test your devices. Maybe you got a freezer you want to test. You want to know how much it draws at peak performance. Plug it in, plug your freezer in, turn this on, and you will be able to see. It's a kilowatt, it's called. Okay, and it will show you how much is drawing out of there and how many amps it's taking as well. So it's a neat little device, and yeah, it's buying something extra, but let's face it, at $1,850 as opposed to $2,800 to $3,000, you're getting a good deal. So that's the video for today. I will have the link down below. It goes directly to OKMO, okay? It's going to go directly to their site where you're going to get the unit and the panels, and like I say, I call that a real solar generator because it's the whole kit all together, and it's a pretty darn good deal right now. And they wanted to let you guys know about it, and I wanted to let you guys know about it because I know some people saw the price the first time and they were like, whoa, that's a little bit much. So that's it for today. I will put the link down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a quick Saturday video for you. I know I got more stuff coming up with freeze-dry wholesalers. I'm going to show you all the stuff we got in this month. We're going to do some demos of cooking with them. I also have some more food to test from Thrive, and I have my order coming soon. So definitely check it out. Get yourself prepared. Get yourself all prepped up, and you can use my links to do that down below. My Amazon affiliate store has almost all the gear that I review right in there. Below that's my freeze-dried wholesaler link. That link there, you click it, you'll save 15% on any freeze-dried food you want. From filet mignon to strawberries, you'll get anything you want freeze-dried. Below that is my Patriot Supply link. We're running a deal this month, the month of April, $150 off a 3-month kit. And the 3-month kit to begin with was pretty good, the price. $150 off, really good. So make sure you check that out at our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. If you're interested in storing up some of the Thrive Life stuff yourself, you can go there and check it out. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.